am so glad you are joining us for this session of Finding Peace in an Anxious World. Not everyone reacts the same way to anxiety in their lives. Some people overfunction. They try to become so independent and self-sufficient as to make it difficult to be vulnerable or to accept help from others. Some people respond to anxiety by underfunctioning. They become less competent under stress, often finding themselves labeled as fragile, selfish, or irresponsible. As we continue to explore anxiety through the lens of the Serenity Prayer, we turn to the next phrase, that I might have the courage to change the things I can. When we think of courage, our minds might reflect on heroes found in popular culture. The ordinary person who pulls off some sort of extraordinary act to save the day. We may try to compare ourselves to heroes we see in movies or read about in books and decide we don't have that capacity. But ordinary courage only asks us to make the daily choice to trust in God. Proverbs offers us these words of wisdom. Let your eyes look directly forward, and your gaze be straight before you. Keep straight the path of your feet, and all your ways will be sure. Ordinary courage doesn't mean we have all the answers. In fact, support groups encourage people to state who they are and to share the experience that they're in now. Their courage is in admitting who they are and what stage of life they are experiencing, not in being whole or perfect or even knowing what comes next. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is admit, I don't know. In this session, we will define ordinary courage as the power to address anxiety when we recognize and rest in our belovedness as children of God. We'll explore the practice of cataphatic prayer, incorporating words and images to speak of God. If you have the means to do so, I would encourage you to watch Brené Brown's TED Talk called The Power of Vulnerability. This video offers a wealth of additional information you may find interesting, as well as the following books recommended by the United Methodist Women in conjunction with this study. The first book is by Brené Brown. It's called The Gifts of Imperfection. In this book, she speaks of the need to cultivate feelings of self-worth, acceptance, and love for ourselves, while living in the midst of a world where insults, criticism, and unrealistic expectations of beauty and perfection tear us down. The other book is The Dance of Connection by Harriet Lerner, Ph.D. She focuses on how to restore love and connection through challenging situations and circumstances with the people who mean the most to us. Throughout this session, and as you explore other resources, my hope is that we may all find the courage to place our full trust and faith in God, no matter the circumstances.